Alarumbo, take us there.
It does not get much better than this.
What a wonderful week it's been witnessing the lost island of Isla Isabel, a place many Pacific seabirds call their refuge. But it's time to push north to the Sea of Cortez, and we have one last stop before then, so click subscribe and set your alarm as we have an early start in the morning. It's 2 AM. Let's go to Mazatlan. Woohoo!
It's almost a full moon, but it's a super, super bright night. I can actually see all the anchorage really clearly, which is nice.
Nice, because there's nets out, so we need to be careful of them.
Yeah.
As you've seen, we are off to Mazatlan. It's the middle of the night, as usual, and we have about 87 miles to go, which is why we've left at this time, because we want to get in kind of dusk, just because it's a city and a pretty busy anchorage. But we have a pretty nice forecast ahead of us. I think it's about 10 to 15 knots upwind sailing, hopefully sailing, if everything goes to plan. Small 0.8 swell at about 12 seconds, so we shouldn't really notice the waves at all. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It should take us about 17 hours. And apparently Mazatlan is a lovely old city where we can anchor. So yeah, stopped out to the Sea of Cortez and La Paz next week, but really looking forward to this next trip.
We didn't expect to see the fog and have the boat wet with condensation when the sun came up. But as we get further and further north, we begin to see more and more as the night temperatures start to drop.
Yeah, baby!
That is a nice feeling.
Is the prop spinning?
Yeah, can you stop
No,
it?
just going to stop that. The cat's like, what's that noise?
Show me how you stop the prop.
Well, sometimes it gets a little bit jammed, so here we're going. I just slowly grab onto the shaft here, squeeze it, and stop.
Nice. Oh, that's nice.
What a beautiful sail! Look at this!
So it says we're only going 3.4,
But we got a good current with us.
but we got good current with us. So on here we're going 5.1. So
That's fine. That's all we care about.
happy with that. Woo!
Yeah. Wow! What a beautiful upwind sail! This is glorious.
So good to have the engine off.
It's just the water rushing by. Wow, I haven't had that noise for a while.
It does not get much better than this. We've only got about 10 knots of wind, but going upwind we can actually sit pretty fast in this boat with this beautiful radial cut head sail. It makes it going upwind really, she performs really well actually upwind, which is a bit of a surprise to most people. But wow, this is a perfect day. Smooth seas, perfect wind, just about. If it turned and hit our nose a little bit more, we'd be struggling, but this is about as upwind as we can get in this boat. But wow, she's loving it. I mean, look at this. Woo. Oh, we have not had many sails like this in Mexico so far, but this is the best upwind we've had so far. Wow.
Ah, sailing! There's actually no better feeling, honestly. Give it a go. See what I'm talking about. What a gorgeous day. Out in the Sea of Cortez, we finally made it. This is the beginning of our upwind trip to Conception Bay, which I think is the northernmost part of the Sea of Cortez that we're going to head to this season. Like I said, we're heading to Mazatlan, and Mazatlan has the wind coming out of it a lot. So we really picked today where it was kind of cracked off a bit, and actually we're on a really nice heading. I think we're going about 3 knots boat speed, but actually we've got about 1.5 knot current with us, so we're sitting at a really nice pace. Only 8 knots true wind, but I mean we're sitting at 5.5 knots, so can't complain one bit. Teak is still too small for his harness, so he can't be out here alone. But we can carry him out, and he's very interested in everything, so... Not many cats sail, Teak, but you do.
We're just coming into Mazatlan now, but we were quite lucky with the timing. We were very expecting to come in just as, well, probably an hour or two after the sun had set, but the currents with us today were really unexpected. Like, we've had good currents up the coast a lot, which isn't really meant to happen, but for some reason, we've just been quite lucky. We had a knot of current with us for most of it, and then half a knot for this last bit, but yeah, it's nice to get in here in the light, because it's quite a big, busy port, so... Yeah, we've already asked for permission. Yeah, we've asked permission from, well, Becca asked permission from the harbour master or port authorities here to enter the channel, because apparently you get a big fine if you don't, so asked permission, and yeah, we're about a mile away from entering and dropping the hook, so yeah.
What's happening, Becca?
We are now in Mazatlan, and the rest doesn't stop. The work doesn't stop, as we are now planning our next trip, which is a very exciting one actually. It's across the Sea of Cortez. we're aiming to get to La Paz for this weekend, but there's a lot of northerlies that come down the Sea of Cortez, so picking enough wind to sail in that isn't too close into the wind and isn't too much wind, because the Sea of Cortez turns into a washing machine when it gets blowing, really short, sharp wave periods. So we are just weather routing really, and we're just using windy. It's what we use a lot for kind of inshore stuff, and actually we love this weather routing feature. You can set the start time and then you can just pan through, and this is essentially our boat. We've set our speed as 5 knots. We'll probably go a bit faster than that if there's a good current.
So our maximum gusts on there are saying about 17, but it looks like the wind is going to be pretty consistently somewhere between kind of lowest 8 and highest 13, which would be pretty nice for upwind stuff. We'll be hopefully sitting at 5+ knots for all of that with that kind of speed.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, it drops down a few times, but for the most part it's between, about 15 knots gusting average, and the wind speed is 13 knots average. So it looks like we should have a really nice sail. It's an overnight. We would probably leave here about 6 AM and then we'll get into this little bay up here. We can get there in the dark. It's a big anchorage. 10 PM it's saying we'll get there. But there's a chance that we could go up and around to La Paz, because at the weekend there's much stronger winds coming, and we're picking up some friends from La Paz at the weekend, so we don't want to be stuck here when we've got strong 30-knot northerlies coming in really to make this hop round. So that's the rough plan, and it's looking like a really nice sail. It'll be Teak's first full overnight, which is exciting. And yeah, I think that's the plan. Yeah?
Yeah, let's do it.
So yeah, 2 days here, and then hopefully we'll cross 220 miles, and should take about a day and 15 hours. So not a massive trip, but we're looking forward to it.
We may have been lulled to sleep by the sound of brass band lullabies last night, but there was an observatory to hike to, so let's go. Oh wow, she's coming in. Jeez.
Look at the tide.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, we'll just touch this fleet here. Tay-Lee is out there. Yeah, this is Mazatlan. Okay, after you.
Come on here, the perrito.
Un gato.
Come on here.
Hey, Mama. Hey, you're very pretty.
It's a parrot?
Yeah, another dog, Perro.
Yeah.
Parrot.
Well, today is Molly.
Molly.
Mole. Tu nombre?
Martin.
Martin. Becca. Buenos dias. Gato, gatito, perro,
Grande, chiquito.
Peter.
Oh.
Chiquito. Oh.
Very proud, Mama.
No problem. No problem.
Oh.
Do you want a puppy as well?
Oh, they're so small.
Hey, puppies.
Oh.
Ayan dyan yung mami. Ayan dyan yung mami niya.
Oh.
Ay, good thing. Ayan, sa kaya. Ayan.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
We have just come to Club Nautico, which is where you tie your dinghy to. And I mean, it's had its heyday.
It's pretty dilapidated now, isn't it? But
the guy on the gate is called Martin, and he's a really nice guy. He's the security guy. You pay him, you know, a bit of money to look after your dinghy and to keep eyes on your boat. And he's really nice. He just said that there's 25 cats in there and 4 dogs, one of which has puppies right now. He actually took us to the puppies, which was sweet.
I think they've just opened their eyes, those puppies. They're very newborn.
10 days old. But he said he looks after them and rescues them. People throw them out. And we explained about our kitten, our gatito. And he said, yeah, people are, you know, bad. And he comes and gets the cats and dogs and looks after them. So, I mean, that's really lovely.
Yeah, sweet little yard in there. But it's a funny place, isn't it?
It is. But it feels really safe.
It does.
Where are we going now?
To the observatory up here. I think it's this way. We don't really know. We're going to the observatory and then we're going to go back to the old town where we went last night to show you guys around.
Yeah, it's really cool in the old town.
Yeah, it's a pretty beautiful area.
Yeah, let's go hiking.
It smelled so bad here at one point. These are all sewage waste.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah, so these are the old sewage.
Oh yeah, because they said these don't run anymore.
Yeah. So the Anchorage Review said that this once smelt really bad.
Yeah, so it was back in like early 2000s. This was all sewage works. And so obviously not many people would have done this hike with the sewage treatment, probably for the city going on here, but that would have been an awful smell.
The boat is just there, so that would have smelt really bad with a northerly.
Yeah, and that's all just abandoned, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't know what you could change that into. Be something cool.
A swimming pool.
Yeah, oh god.
Oh wow, I didn't realise there's like a yard there.
Yeah.
How do people get those in? Where's the train?
It's got a ramp on that side, and then like a sling. So if you look on Google Maps, I'll show you. It's got like a
oh yeah, I see it.
pulley system.
Huh. Well, we made it. It's worth 360 steps, as this is a phenomenal view. Wow. There's even a little shop up here, and the guy serves it through the bars. So this is Mazatlan's old town, a spot with some pretty wild history. Gold and silver findings back in 1817 made Mazatlan a big deal for exports, and got the British and Americans curious enough to swing by. However, the city took a major hit in 1903 when the bubonic plague swept through and needed quite a while to bounce back. Things picked up in 1922 when National Geographic ran a piece calling Mazatlan the City of Parrots, and said it's the place where the deer come down to drink, but it might well have been called the place of the girls. Nor can pretty girls have a more dainty setting. While this characterisation reflects the era's perspective, what truly endures today are the stunning architectural treasures that grace this historic district.
We've just come to the old quarters in Mazatlan and it is really beautiful here, and it's also super clean. There's no litter on the floor or anything like that, and it's deserted in here. I wonder if it gets a bit busy when the cruise ships come in, but it's a really cool place. It kind of reminds us of Cartagena a little bit, if you guys remember that, but we really like it here. It's really nice. It kind of feels like an old Spanish town in Europe or something like that. But, yeah, what do you think about it, Becca?
Yeah, it's nice, lots of art and colour.
It's really pretty.
So in town, we ended up getting things we needed, which were some camera bits, but we also got some 4 of these, which are some pillows for the boat. Not a necessity, but very cute. Anyway, we were walking back through the old town and we stumbled upon this cafe. And this is the thing that drew us in, 2-for-1 chili files. As you all know, chili files is our favourite Mexican breakfast. And it's basically breakfast nachos. We get it with egg. I get the verde one, which is the green one. Zach gets the rojo, which is the red. But it's a mild sauce, but it's just the best breakfast. Egg, cheese, some sour cream, sauce, and tortilla chips, and it's our favourite. It's the best way to start a day. All the cushions. Let's go.
Oh, the dingies there.
Nice, let's go say hi. Hi.
Hey.
We thought we'd come. Yeah.
Made it down and back.
Yeah, it was a really nice old town. We didn't expect it to be as nice as it is.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Was it overrun with cruise shippers?
It wasn't actually. I think they're maybe, I don't know, maybe
somewhere
that
else
way.
in life.
Where are you guys from?
We're British Columbian.
Oh nice, that's where we're heading.
Kind of like British people.
Yeah.
Maybe the opposite.
Yeah. Oh, it's not going to reach, is it?
Oh, it's so close.
Oh, maybe I can spin it over. Is that better?
Yeah, I'll do. Just. Yeah,
Nice.
just. Oh, what? Oh, does that lock in then? Oh, interesting, it's backwards. I need to move the whole thing around.
Oh, what? The shaft is backwards?
Yeah, I didn't realise there was a way this had to line up. That's funny. Yeah, that's alright. Yeah, can I have a pin?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Good thing we tested this out now.
Yeah.
So I didn't obviously read all the instructions, and it's the shaft is actually back to front because I didn't realise there was a little nub that needs to be lined up a certain way. So we're just going to basically 180 the shaft, and then we've got a 180 all of this as well, but that's not too bad.
And why are we finally using the Hydrovane after installing it in Chiapas and not having used it yet?
Because we finally got good wind coming up.
Nice.
Finally.
Okay, back to centre.
We've had a little bit of fiddle now, and I think we've got it working. So when we pull this out, the rudder should freely move with the handle, and this is our emergency tiller, which I'm actually going to tighten up a tiny bit more, I think. So that's free going now. It's in neutral at the moment, but if we take this out, put that in. Yeah, so the wind at the moment is coming from that way. So it's only in 1, let's put it in 3 to make it a bit more dramatic. So at the moment, the wind is pushing it that way, steering the boat that way to get it into the position it wants to go. Because
Right.
this is always got to be pointed into the wind, and then you just, so if I push this around here, it should go up more. Oh, no, too much now.
It's going to take some fiddling.
It is going to take some fiddling.
Oh, we got it.
There you go, and it's all working, and then that's moving the rudder. It's on the most sensitive setting at the moment, so we probably won't have it on there, we'll have it on that. But I guess for demonstration's sake. You see it moving now?
Yeah. It's crazy. I'm so excited.
Got it? Switcheroo. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so the boat's now prepped for passage. We have cleaned the outboard, rinsed it through, hoisted the dinghy onto the foredeck, and installed the Hydrovane vane and rudder. And as you saw, we had to turn it around because we actually installed it originally 180 degrees wrong, but now it's all good. And tomorrow we actually get to test it out, and we haven't used it till now because we haven't had that much wind, to be honest, and this thing obviously needs the wind to be able to steer us. Those that don't know, this is a Hydrovane, which is a self-steerer, completely non-electrical based. It's completely manual and uses the wind to guide us, and also acts as an auxiliary rudder should we ever lose ours. These things are epic, and it's so awesome that this is the start of our use with it. It's called El Rumbo, actually, for those that don't know. That is Spanish for on course. We thought it was very fitting. And when we want to go somewhere, we can say, El Rumbo, take us there. And we shall get there in a straight line. Or at least the course the wind wants to take us on. But yeah, we're very excited to use El Rumbo. And if you actually missed that installation video, I'll leave it up below because I'll leave it up above because Zach spent a long time in Chiapas when I was injured fitting this thing, and it just is going to be such a breath of fresh air on longer passages.
Tune in next week as we set the Hydrovane to work and have a truly unforgettable sail across the Sea of Cortez.
It feels like someone's helming right now.
It's kind of creepy. El Rumbo's helming. What a cool sail to the Baja Peninsula.
And arrive into La Paz just in time for Carnival.